All right, good evening, bowling fans. We are here. Matt, I'll leave it to you to introduce our doubles action match.
All right, this is uh, this is a doubles action match between Matt Jones and Kyle Cain against Brett Wolfe and Andrew Cain. They are bowling team total pins $500 a game. They will bowl 3 games, and that's what we got. Pretty clean cut and dry. So Wolfe and Cain, their totals for each game against Matt Jones and Kyle Cain, $500 US per game. So if you run the table, that's $1,500 and $750 a man. So there we have it. That's the rundown, Blair.
I like it.
Yep.
And they're off.
And they're off. They had 1 ball of practice on each lane. The lanes were freshly conditioned.
They all did just bowl in the 8:30 sweeper.
Yep.
Get some warm up there.
8:30 sweeper was very well attended.
Very well attended.
36 bowlers. Good payout.
Scores are posted all weekend long on tournamentbowl.com. The winner from the sweeper this afternoon or this evening was Michael Arce
by 1 pin. Remember, Blair, every pin counts 100% of the time.
100%. The bowlers are bowling. Did you mention the lane condition?
On the tournament pattern.
Tournament pattern. All right, good. Okay.
Everything that we will show you is going to be done on the tournament pattern.
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. And I got to give the advantage to the righties right now. I have Wolfe had some success early on yesterday, but Cain hasn't bowled very good yet. He has not had any good showings yet. He's bowled a couple squads, couple sweeper squads. He hasn't really found the right recipe. So I'm going to give the advantage to Matt Jones and Kyle Cain.
That's a great job by Matt Jones there.
Yep. Real Man Jones, as I call him.
Real Man Jones.
Real Matt Jones.
Oh, real Matt Jones.
Yep. Because there's other Matt Jones out there, but they aren't as good as
the real
that Matt Jones, so I call him the real Matt Jones.
I love it.
Yep. Not to be confused with a different Matt Jones, because it's a common name.
Yeah, sure.
Very common name, so I call him real Matt Jones.
Kyle King. Oof. Great shot.
Good shot there. Yep.
Little tickler.
Yep. I think it's going to be a tough go. It's going to be an uphill battle for Wolfe and Drew. That's my prediction.
There's a brand new Phase AI on the rack. You can see it. It's that last ball Kyle King has available today worldwide.
Yep. And if there's still a pro shop open, you can go get one. But otherwise, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow.
True that.
Yep. So check out your nearest Storm VIP pro shop. Say, I need a Phase AI in my life. And they will be glad to accommodate you.
100%.
So I found out there's quite a lot of backers of the Wolfe Cain team.
Ah.
I think there's 6 chefs in the pot.
Okay.
In the kitchen on that one. So Cain and Wolfe, but then we got Smaglick, Clerk, and YP also have a share. So it's like a 5 or a 6 man investment corp.
Solid.
If you will.
All right. Okay.
But I think they got their work cut out for them. And Yeah. Yeah, because they're already down by 2 hits. So
Yeah.
in the early going.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see what happens here.
I thought that was a double.
Yeah, Drew's been having a real tough time getting his ball through the pins, and and you saw him make that gesture to his partner, and he's like, "That was just a touch quick, and I can't get anything to mix around and try to turn a double to make up for that hole I had in the first, and he went high in the first, and then just a small adjustment, and he goes light to the point of not carrying, so that's a tough spot to be in. That just means your ball's not doing the right thing. So I think it's with Drew. I think it might be hand ball speed, definitely hand and speed. Wolfie's in a tough spot. He's kind of trying to do that slow in between thing, and I think as the pattern has gotten a little flatter, because they've just been running this pattern the entire time. I think the early play in the middle has gone away. If I watch Chad Lucy, who made his honey pot in the middle right away, that's gone. I think they're just too flat in the middle now, and you got to be more in the outside part of the lane as the pattern's playing more true to itself because the lanes are getting cleaner because they're getting run multiple times a day. The pattern's playing truer because all the house shot memory is getting cleaned off and it's getting laid on top of itself multiple times. So for me, I'm looking at this thing like if you're going to play on this pattern, I think for the first 2 games, 2.5 games, it's got to be out. I think if you're trying to, Wolfie's still trying to play that little slow float Mike Albee shot. I just don't feel it's there. It's too. If he cuts it off just a touch, it's going to go high. If he gets through it pretty good, it's just going to go light. I think he needs to get more on top of Drew and go more up and at it, and then those two got to work together a little bit, carve up the track, so you got something to throw at, and then you can migrate more into the middle part of the lane and open up your angles. But to start, I think Wolfie's just a little too far right, but we'll see. See, now he must take my advice because he just moved to the left there and went to a little firmer ball speed. So he must have known I was talking about
He heard you.
it. He must have heard.
Just so I'm brought up to speed, guys? What's the format? What are they bowl? They're bowling
3 games total.
3 games, total pins, right?
Each game for
Each game
$500.
for $500.
Yep.
So if you win the game, you win in 500.
That's right.
Okay. And if you don't, you're done. So
you lose 500.
Yeah. So in theory, that wasn't very good for Wolfie
you can lose
there.
1,500.
Yeah, you can lose
For the
1,500.
team.
So 750 a man.
750 a man.
Which is a pretty penny in today's society.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
440 Bowler says put Crux Core with AI.
Crux Core with AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we supposed? What are we supposed to put spec cover on that, or
No.
R2S, or TX16 Pearl, or TX16 Solid?
It actually might be good on that.
We need a little more information on that.
Yeah, I think what might be good would be R3S with Nano.
Okay. We've got a. It looks like the righties are obviously out to an early lead here.
Yeah, I think Drew and Wolfie were just a little lost. Wolfie will get back to the left and go a little straighter and a little firmer and figure
Tell
it
you
out.
what, I haven't seen Kyle King in a long time, and man, does he look good! He's
so good.
I know
yeah.
he's put an absolute enormous amount of time in the gym.
Yeah, well, you can
and
see
it's
that
paid off.
Yeah, you could see that boy band picture from 10 years ago, and you could see he was a a little jollier in proportion, I would say.
Should we?
Little bigger guy.
I could put that back up.
Yep.
We'll get a little boy band.
Yeah, a little jollier,
Action.
I would say.
How quick do you think before the right side goes with both those guys using urethane on the same on the basically the same line?
Yep.
How quick is it going to go? Is it going to go away? Do you think?
Well, they just ran them, so they didn't sit at all. I think they're going to go pretty fast. I think they get maybe 7 frames out of it. I think they're already starting to fight it because that shot was actually pretty good by Matt.
And whoever wins this first game, are we going to see a sweep? Will we see a 3-0 sweep for 1,500 or not?
Yeah. I think so. It could happen.
When Kyle steps up on the approach, I'll throw up the boy band picture.
Yeah, so we can do a comparison.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Andrew Cain was my Team USA teammate in 2003 World Championships in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
That's cool. All right, boy band.
So there we go.
Photo.
So look at Kyle, and you can see it in the face more.
Had the full fescue going on there still too.
Classic.
Yep, good photo.
You never know what'll pop up on a live
Boy,
stream.
he still throws it awful good.
Yeah, he still does. Junior Team USA, Adult Team USA, National Collegiate Champion. Yeah.
Likes the right lane, obviously. Likes lane 8, doesn't like lane 7.
I think lane 7 hooks early on him.
Yeah, and that would make sense since he's using the urethane where he's standing on top of it. You know, no, I'm good, thanks. It's going to pick up a little early, and that's and if he tries to go away and get offline a little bit, it's obviously not going to come off the spot. Although 7, we did see 7 shape yesterday more in the
middle.
In the middle and in the match when Robert went to the baby loft. That seemed to be the biggest difference.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, Wolfe obviously saying, "I'm sorry, Matt, but I'm going to try to hook it regardless of what you think."
Well, I mean, so maybe he just wasn't far enough to the right because he was kind of trying to play in between. Then he tried going straight. Didn't like that. Yeah, Matty, you can try it all day long from there on lane 7. Yeah, I am going to strike.
It looks like Matt's using a double cross. I think as the lane transitions into the middle of the lane, Kyle and Matt are going to have a big advantage in this match.
I agree. Yeah.
And again, even though it's an action match, and they're bowling, remember everybody, they're bowling on the tournament lane condition in the Agenong Open, which is a very demanding lane condition. We've talked about it every time we've been on the live stream. It's certainly a challenge. Spares are going to be a premium. You got to fill frames, and in these action matches, this is we're seeing a doubles match. Looks like Drew is really feeling good and lined up. In these doubles matches, you get one guy that gets hot and the other guy can just hang around. All of a sudden, you're going to win these games. You're going to win these games.
Absolutely.
Again, the early hook. We're seeing the early hook from what you've been noticing on that left lane and what we noticed on it last night. Right, the left lane seems to be played better away from that spot. You got to get left of that spot.
Yeah,
left on that left lane.
Yeah.
But again, the key is filling frames right now. They're 7 over. Obviously in the lead in the match going in. I like to call the 8th and 9th, 10th frames, and Carl Long can back me up on this, and so can you. The money frames. This is, the 9th and 10th is where you make your money. So you're setting it up in the 8th, and then the 9th and 10th is where the money frames are.
I'm actually going to disagree with you.
Oh.
Okay. Why is that?
Because if you really play your cards right, by the 8th or 9th frame, the game's over.
That's only if your opponent doesn't have the front 8. If both you and your opponent have the front 8, you don't step up in the 9th and 10th.
I was just busting your chops.
The money frames.
I just busted your chops.
Yeah, you see, you've thrown so many 10th frames, or you've doubled in the 10th frames. You don't ever miss. So.
No.
Hey, we got 3 hearts this time.
Yeah,
wow, we're doing
we got
good.
3 hearts.
We're doing really good.
That's 3 more hearts than we had for the sweeper.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's trouble.
Yeah. That's an overcorrection, I think, from 7.
Yeah, but the speed there is not going to hurt him there. So listen, this is a big shot.
Got to make a
You
spare.
know, Wolfe can shoot 190 if he throws all three in the 10th, and Drew's got what's he got
230.
237. So they could both max 427, and
That'd make it interesting.
yeah, absolutely, because it's Kyle's on 190 pace, and Matty Jones is can still shoot 237. So this match is closer than you think, especially if this ball strikes right here.
Oh, I agree.
This is a big shot early in the match, or early in the it's early in the match, but frame 8. That's a big double if Drew can find it.
Looks left, or looks right, I should say. Yeah, looks right.
6-pin. He obviously knew the importance of that shot. Do good, just didn't get the job done. Again, maybe a Herculean finish here from these guys. Again, with the challenging lane conditions, you just don't know what's going to happen.
That's pretty good there. Oh,
soft float, the early hook.
Yeah, I thought the alignment there was pretty good. He just maybe grabbed it. It's just so. Once again, I'm going back to how touchy they are front to back.
Fine line.
Yeah,
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. We don't have enough tournaments that have this demanding lane condition on here. So whatever Carl and his staff have put together, to put this is a masterful job on the pattern, because it doesn't favor the right or the left, in my opinion, so far from what I've seen. It doesn't. We've seen, and if you look at the qualifying, you got a righty and a lefty that are 1-2. So so far, I don't see where there's a massive advantage on one side of the lane or the other. And then like you said, we've seen two-handers, we've seen women bowl good. So I think it's fantastic.
Seen a lot of different styles play. I think that's a big thing. Good shot there.
Shot from.
They're not going away.
No, Candy King, good shot from Candy King. So they've got 17. They got 496 max, which still makes it honest over there. Yeah, 217 and 179, 496, and then they're still working at 4.0 pace. So 396. Sorry, not 496. I get a little overzealous there. It's a better shot.
Pretty good there.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Just try to get it right early and make it hook, I think, was what he's trying to do there.
Yeah, there was the hook freeze, right?
Yeah.
The hook freeze.
Yeah.
And it looked like it had a little more speed on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, probably a little more get after it.
Strike here, and they're going to be obviously in the driver's seat.
Oh, absolutely. Whoa, boy. Oh.
Yeah. Looks like Maddie's using a double cross.
Double cross pearl, maybe.
That'll be
That'll
good for game one. So game one's going to go to the right-handers.
Yeah.
And up a nickel.
Yep. Ball reaction wise, I definitely like. I like the right-handed camp right now.
Yeah, the right-handed.
Better.
If you're the left-handed camp, what are you going to tell the guys?
Well, Candy Cane's pretty close. He just needs to figure out a way to hit the other lane.
That was a ball change from Wolfe.
Yep.
So.
And Wolfie's just. I think your key is getting Wolfe back into the 1-2. Wolfe had 3-4 holes that game, no doubles. So I think we got to get him lined up.
When that's almost coming off the spot there, they're going to be awful tough to beat.
Yeah, I think that was just kind of an adventure shot. See what I can do for it. Because he saw the first shot read and then go forward enough to wrap the dime. So I think he said, okay, I'll just see if I can get a little steeper through the front and get it to kind of, hook hold.
Yeah, Candy Cane's controlling the pocket, like you said. So, I mean, he's 190s.
It's just this left lane. He's just got to figure out the left lane, I think. Because he's teed it up 3 times for lane 7. And just, it's inextricable.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
He's got to take a look at a reactive ball, though.
I think so. I would. He's got a lot of surface on that phase AI. I think I would give that one a go with his rep rate. Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you take a step left right now and take a shot at it?
I would. It's a free ball.
Yeah, free ball.
That's a.
Look out, crowd! That almost came back and hit us.
All right, I'm gonna do a little. No, we can't. We're at a corporate center. I can't do that. I was gonna go grab the deadwood. We're at a corporate center, Bolero here. We need Bolero employees to clear that deadwood.
So that looked like a little bit of a change from Drew there. That looked like a good shot there.
Urethane. Yeah, I think Drew went to a urethane ball. Maybe he two balls it. I mean, his ball reaction on 8 is good. It is going through the pins very good. Yeah, but
I'm surprised Kyle's not taking a look here. He's not switching.
No, that hooked early. See how early that's
hook stop.
Yeah, that's locking up. That's just a hard. I think on this pattern, that's a hard shot to play because it's so touchy up front. Miss it a little, it's exasperated. You leave a bucket or a half bucket or 2-8 stuff that you don't want to be shooting on this pattern. You catch a little, it wants to lock up right away and go through the face. And I don't like that either because it's very easy to split when you go through the face.
Right.
So that hook stop reaction, I'm like, I don't know. My gut tells me stay away from that one.
We saw some money exchange hands up there from our tournament director and the founder and the godfather of the Agent Ong Open, which is Carl. He's This is going to be the key with Wolfe. Wolfe out of the gate with the ball change, but this is pretty. It's been a long time since I've been around a bowling tournament that's got this many things going on. I think it's fantastic. From start to finish every morning, so many opportunities to make money and a little slower ball speed. But
see, Maddie's trying to get that ball to get through the pins.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Just got to roll it. Just got to let it roll.
Yeah, he's trying to get it to the pins. That ball just, especially on lane 8, it wants to go pretty forward. Shot by Candy Cane.
Candy Cane. Let's listen. I think they're going to need the righties are going to need a bigger score here if they're going to want to win this game.
Oh, I agree.
There's no way 380 is winning this game.
No.
Sorry. A little slower speed than the last one.
Yep.
That's why it didn't ring 10.
Yeah, that was a really good shot there. Slower speed, he got around it.
Yeah, but they're still getting it up the lane, right? They're still getting up the lane, which is interesting. So. Left lanes we've seen has been the early lane that hooks the earliest. So let's see if they can combat it. All right. The rerun of the lanes was pretty good, as you can see. Everybody striking?
Yep. Pretty good there.
Wolfe has clearly found something.
Yeah.
I ain't giving anybody $500.
I ain't giving anybody 5.
Except my own teammates.
To heck with that sportsmanship. I'm not giving you a high five.
It's an action match.
Get out of here.
I think we do need to write the action match rule book.
I'll give you 5 if you make the 7-10 or the 4-9 or pick a split.
Yeah.
I'll give you 5 for a double. Come on. What are we doing here?
It's been a minute since action matches were big. We need to teach them how to do it again.
Listen,
Tim.
It's a kinder, gentler.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm excited about this because
I
was talking to Carl in between and like, how can we get this to, we want to get the public. We want to get all the people that are watching, that are paying in the back. We've got actually a decent crowd back here. We want to get them involved, right? So where they're betting money and they have a financial interest. So you can
they start hooting and hollering. That's what you want.
So you can start hearing some yelling and screaming.
Yeah, there you go. So we just gotta we really ultimately just gotta figure out how we can create more illegal gambling.
Down the street.
This really isn't illegal, is it?
I'm pretty sure
I'm
in
pretty
some
sure it
states.
is, but-
Some states it is. Yeah, I'm not sure what the legal
Oh,
requirement.
that was left. I mean, right for the lefty.
I guess we have to check our local municipal codes.
They have the lottery.
I do
here,
know
so
you
it's
can't
probably...
do this in Singapore.
No.
You're in trouble if
Yeah.
you're doing this in Singapore.
And don't chew gum either.
Well, no, you can do that now.
You
You
can
can't
chew
buy
gum
it.
now?
Yep, you can now. You weren't allowed to chew gum in the country. You can chew gum. If you throw it on the ground, it is a $500 fine.
Boy, they're
When I
letting
first
people
went,
chew
when I
gum.
first went there, you couldn't spit on the ground. Oh,
Oh,
boy,
boy.
that's a big open.
Yeah, Wolfie's missed a couple of those now. That's 2 in a game and a third. That's uncharacteristic for Wolfie. Uh-oh. Oh, you got it.
Whose home center is this? Is it any of these four guys' home center?
Uh-uh.
I don't think
I
so.
don't believe so.
Listen, if anybody asks me a question, I think, we talked about this in the last squad. I think this is the greatest one. I've never seen it at a tournament in my life. But if anybody asks me a question about the tournament, I'm going to say, go to the wall. Because that banner right there on the
Yep.
wall is one of the smartest marketing. I mean, it's one of the best things I've ever seen.
Yep.
Carl Long, well done there, buddy. You've outdone yourself. That is a 1 of 1. I've never seen it done. And if anybody's any question, go to the wall.
Tournament flyer on the wall.
Tournament flyers on the wall. I mean, fantastic.
Brooklyn Rob is awake tonight and
Take a spare ball.
saying take his spare ball.
Rob actually probably has a spare ball for sale right now, currently on eBay. It's got 2 watchers, and the bid is at 99 cents.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because they watched the match last night.
He's got 6 days to go on the auction, so you never know.
Mike Danielson, what do you say? Brett needs something a bit more cleaner through the front, more speed and get around it a little. Too much roll in these heads. Too much roll in these heads.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know if the cleaner ball is going to come off the spot for him. I think that's his biggest challenge. So when he leaks it a little left like he just did there, he's not sure that ball's going to come off it.
Yeah. I think it's
And when the ratios are, I mean, it looks like he's using a breakout, which you need friction for that ball actually that's a pretty clean ball.
1.9 to 1.
Yeah, when the ratios are 1.9 to 1 and it's 36 mil and it's 44 feet, it's going to be a little tricky. Kyle's obviously found his range.
With speed bumps.
Yeah, so
There's speed bumps.
Yeah, you can see when the machine goes down the lane.
this is remember if the righties win this game, they can't lose in the match.
Yep.
Worst they're going to make is $500.
They're guaranteed to leave here with money.
They're guaranteed to leave with some cabbage, and
I like their odds.
Matt called it at the beginning.
I
He
did.
gave
actually,
favor
yeah.
to the righties.
Yeah, those southpaws. You never know when they get going, though. Whew,
Can't
Well,
stop
yeah,
him.
Absolutely.
look out! Look at the pile of money right down there. It's fantastic. Oh boy!
Yikes.
So, and there's a lot of early pressure here. Early, right? You got a game in hand.
Down.
You've come out of the gate, and you've got both guys got a double, and they're clean, and they have the pocket. So there's got to be a lot of confidence right now from Mr. Jones and Mr.
and
King.
You're pacing 180 and 190 up there.
Pickett.
Yeah, I think if you're gonna be on our side, if you're gonna be left, you know what? I've been saying this. I said this earlier to Blair. I'm like, okay, you know, as the weekend has gone on, they've been running the lanes a lot more. Lanes are getting cleaner. The pattern's playing truer.
Better shot there.
Yeah, I think the middles are getting flatter. You know, I think it's the pattern's forcing people more to the right. From the right side, I think it's forcing more people to the left. And so I think that little magic that Wolfie had yesterday, I'm not convinced that that's maybe there still.
Okay.
So like what we saw that guy doing in the sweeper in front of us, the lefty that you said threw it pretty good.
Right.
He was like up what, like 2-3,
3. Yeah, I would say 2-3,
3-4,
2-3 with the
yeah,
anywhere from
something
4
like
to 2 with the purple hammer.
with a sanded
Pur-
urethane
yeah,
ball.
purple hammer.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that's probably where you got to be.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
So, well, yeah, I'm sure you're going to comment on are any of these guys any good comment?
Eric Espinoza, come on out and bowl on this, and you'll see how hard the lane condition is.
Well,
And if it's the Eric, I know it. I think I know who Eric is. Yeah, these guys are all 4 super talented bowlers.
Exceptional.
You have a national champion, a major champion, multiple tournament wins by all 4 of these guys. A Team USA player, Junior Team USA. Yeah, it's a long list of accomplishments between these 4 bowlers. So.
Very, very.
And the fact, like, how they're playing the lanes is part of why they're so good, right? If you put out other bowlers tonight, they might not be scoring nearly as high as these players.
Well, like
big spare there from Maddie.
Just perspective, right? So last night we had Brooklyn Rob and Robert Smith, and the aggregate average was about 175.
Yeah, they're hard.
Okay, so far we've got 205, 198, and 197. Now Wolfie had a tough go.
That's
first
right.
one. But
almost a.
I would say on the fresh, there's a lot of people that bowled this tournament on the fresh that if you gave them 198, 197, 205, they would gladly take it.
100%.
So yeah, lots of good players here. Oh, that was very fortunate. Break down that split.
Brooklyn Rob says, no fair. Robert bowled 154 first game, which brought down our average. Team effort. We average all games. Brooklyn. Trip 4.
Well, Wolfie for a triple. Hey,
Yeah.
there you go, Wolfie. All right. Wolfie with a little triple there.
So I just want to confirm. I went down there and talked to our man, Agent Ong, the orchestrator.
Yep.
These guys are bowling for 1,000 a game. It's 500 a man.
Oh, it's a 500.
Okay, so
All
it's
right.
1,000 a game. So
Wow,
it's
all right. Stakes have gone up
here. Yeah, it's more money.
Yep.
The initial agreement was I think they were going to bowl 5 games for 500 a man, which is 2,500. But now they're bowling 3 games, 1,000 a game.
Yep.
So the winning
Price of
team is $500 a man. So now if you sweep, it's 1,500. You win 1,500.
That's pretty good.
So
that's what they gave away last night.
Right. So yeah. So this is a big game because, that's a big strike too. So this is a big game because if the righties win this game, the worst they can do is make 1,000.
Exactly. That's huge.
That's a big deal. That's a big difference.
Big.
Yeah. So you're talking. So each player is in.
Yep.
For 1,500.
Yep.
So it's 3,000. That's a big difference. That's a good shot there. And it just rolled up off. That was a big one too, right? Because he was on a triple.
Big.
I like that shot.
Yeah.
I like that.
Lane 8 is, I think lane 8's kind of like, for the right-handers, it's the lane 7. Because it's usually flipped.
Yeah, but it looks like now that they're a little further left, they could Matt can, because of his rev rate and
Yep.
his ball speed, he can roll it at that spot. Remember,
Yep.
there's a little hook spot to roll it off of there.
Yep.
I mean, because the front's hook, and that was the lane that Robert Smith last night got, was able to capitalize on. But there's a hook spot over there. There's a hook spot over there. Coming down to the nitty gritty here.
Hey, we are entering the money frames.
That is correct. That's going to roll.
It did.
Oh, boy. Well, I think
234 and 228. They still have 462 left.
Yeah.
But this would be their first open, wouldn't it?
It would be.
So I'd still put him in the 220s if he strikes out. If he doesn't pick it. Got to have it. Oh.
Oh,
what
man.
a good shot by Drew. That takes a little pressure off Kyle right there.
Hey, I just realized me and Drew are wearing the same shirt.
Whoa! How
But he
about
picked it.
How about that?
Are we wearing the same shirt, me and Andrew Cain? I think we are.
I think you are.
Good taste.
Big spare
Nice
from Kyle
spare.
out, but that was that's like the nail right through your head. You get up there, you throw it perfect, you ring 7, your opponent 4-9s, your opponent goes up and picks it.
Yeah. Yeah, good shot there. Like to have that one in the 8th back, I'm sure.
Listen, he's got 230. He shot 140 the first game. He's 230 this
Candy
game.
Cane's got 2-0. So they can get to 42.
Oh, that's a big one right there.
That's big, big, big.
It's a big one. Big
Real
one.
Matt Jones has 57 out, so he could cover him by himself. I mean, they are in the driver's seat. They're gonna.
Yeah, this is a must strike.
Yeah. This is
Otherwise, you need 430.
Yeah.
They got possible 442 if they strike out. That's got to strike.
No,
that's game over.
Done. Yeah.
So they're up. They're down 2.
Yeah.
So we have one team that's up $2,000.
Yep.
Going to the last game. It could be. Look out.
Yeah. That's. These guys might be glad they.
Made it.
The lefties might be glad they went down to 3 games. Because if they would have, I don't know. I mean,
you got a point.
I'm thinking that if
you do make a good point there.
I'm looking at it right now, like I think, man, I want to cut my losses, skip town, ask them if they take third-party out-of-state checks.
It doesn't look like it's changing anytime soon. That's 250 pretty easily from Matty Jones.
Kevin Herbert wants to know if you're the lefties, do you ask to make the last game double or nothing?
No.
Absolutely.
Whew. All right.
I say triple it because then I can make money. I don't want to make it double or nothing. I want to win money. Triple it.
Triple it, he says.
Let's go. Let's pull for $3,000 a man.
Yeah. Well, I would certainly hope that the ball reaction would improve. Then.
One thing's guaranteed for sure: Matt Jones and Kyle King have locked themselves into $1,000 winner each.
Yeah, they have.
Sorry, $500 a man. They've both made $500.
So that's another $1,000 to the team of Kyle Cain and real Matt Jones. And they're going to throw one more game here. Let's see what happens. I don't know if Drew's going to go looking for anything here. He's going further left. He's going to go further left. Drew can replicate that, I would maybe change my mind about the triple. Because you give Wolfe a hit or two and give him back the chop 4-7. That's 230, 240. Now that's the one that I worry. When Drew strikes a lot, it's if he can get away with the quick ones. Right?
Yeah, that one he got away with.
Yeah, that one he got away with because he was far enough left. Remember we were talking about 2-3.
100%.
So we'll see. This last game could be interesting. So if Cain and Wolfe were to win the last game, they would only be down 500 a man. Is that right?
Yeah. Yep. They lose 500, but if they lose the last game, they're down 3,000 a team.
Yep.
1,500
a man. Yep. So I'll be trying to
double or nothing. Yeah, press. Are you pressing? Carl. Are they changing anything in the last game? Same thing. They're not going to press or anything? You guys want to press? He wanted me to ask. My look is so good right now. No, KJ, KJ's idea. Double for
Double
half.
for half.
Okay. Here we go.
No change.
No change, and there's no change in Matt Jones' ball reaction either. So, love the little chuckle.
Yeah, Wolfie has a great look.
You're
I don't know.
Kick yourself.
It's great. Well, Tim trying to stir up the action.
You're gonna kick yourself. Okay. And the righties start off just like they finished the last game. Yeah. It's a Herculean task for the lefties.
Yeah, it's a big task. I mean, you got 360 and 370 versus 450 and 420. So, but I think they're closer to the right part of the lane, which is.
I don't know what I said that made me a true East Coaster from Brooklyn Rob, but it was probably something.
It was their
I
triple
want to
it.
win money.
Triple, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't want to limp away from this.
Not limping away. I'm not trying to damage control.
That was when you became East Coast.
Okay.
That was it.
I thought it was that or not giving 5 during a match.
Well, that one was East Coast too, but
okay.
that was earlier.
Okay.
I do agree. Giving 5 is common now. Like on the tour and like all over, you see people giving 5 and you're like, huh, that's interesting.
Ooh, Maddie with the little tickle me 10 pin.
It doesn't look like they're going to stop hitting the pocket.
No,
Nope.
But you know what? What the nice part is that Cain and Wolfe actually got some ball reaction now. So we might have an actual game.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Sure they want to go to 5?
Well, Cain and Wolfe probably do.
They
now,
might want to.
I bet you Jones and
we'll
Cain,
see you.
They're like, it's time to leave town with the money in our pockets.
Yeah, if they win this game, they're certainly
like, oh boy,
see ya.
We cashed in there. Yeah, good shot. So now we're gonna have an interesting game. Now this should be an interesting game.
Tim trying to stir the action. Yeah, I mean, listen, this is what it's about, right? We're having some action here. Good shot.
Oof.
I thought I liked it. Just that's the hook. I don't know why Rob says that lane's hooking more, or that lane hooked more. I thought that was a good shot.
Last night.
Last night he had the right lane hooking more. I didn't see that last night. Did you?
in the fronts.
In the front, yeah.
Absolutely, in the fronts. I've been
The left lane.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
saying left
Yeah,
lane.
but
hooks
Rob
in
said the
front.
right lane hooked more for him up here.
Overall because it's cleaner front to back. Absolutely. He's got to clarify where.
Last night, 8 was about hook? 3 or 4 more hook for me. Rob, I need to know where was it hooking more for you, in the front, in the back? Should have hooked more down lane. But.
Absolutely.
And then 7 got super tight as the games went on.
Because it hooks early.
Yep.
Right.
Topography. Let's check it. Get in there, Rob.
Oh
yeah. Boy.
Yeah.
It's the bottom of the 9th, kids.
Yeah.
Kyle King is not stopping.
No, one guy's missed, and it's actually the guy that's got the highest score. Matt's been fantastic both games.
100%. And he didn't get a coffee creamer either.
No coffee creamer. I think Brooklyn Rob went to bed on us, buddy.
Yeah, he may have.
He was up late last night. 2 late nights in a row.
Good shot there. Good bounce back from Matt Jones.
Yeah.
He might be bowling at 8 a.m. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
He might be.
The chances of seeing Rob Pierce out here at 8 a.m. are the same as Tom Brady bowling in the squad.
There he is. Left lane hooking early, tight down lane, right lane overall.
Okay, so
had
we were
more
right.
hook.
We were right. We were right. We were right. Just saying, we were right.
Just saying.
Throwing that out there, Bob. Brooklyn Rob.
Bob.
Brooklyn Bob. I can't even call you Brooklyn Bob, Rob, whatever it is. I had the front 10 and lost to you. That's all I know.
Oh, Kyle. Oof.
Kyle King showing some vertical leap there.
Yeah, he can jump.
Has Kyle bowled a qualifying squad?
Yes.
Okay.
Bowled one. And it didn't go all the best. He was close, but he needs to bowl again.
Big shot early in the match here.
Yeah, if Candy King can keep it going. That 5-3 didn't help the score of Matt Jones.
No, it doesn't. But I don't think Matt's going to make another mistake.
We'll see. I want to see what he does. I want to see what he does off of the 5, because I'm in your camp that he threw it good. It just hooked early. So I want to see what he does here, because the non-strike here, and now he's got to come back, tee it up again, and then try again. So, that takes some pressure off of Wolfe and Cain to keep striking. So, a big shot here, I think, for the momentum. Got to stay with him here.
Yeah, I just don't think he's going to make another mistake there. I think maybe
that was a good move.
Yeah, it just broke loose a little bit.
Yeah, good move there.
For the record, Rob made it to work this morning in office, 6:45 a.m.
Good job, Rob.
Well done.
I would too if I got $250,000 a year.
Uh-oh.
Look at that.
Oh, boy. That'd count.
Right?
Should be able to. I mean, this is not an easy spare on this pattern. I'm going to tell you that much.
I don't think any spare is easy on this pattern. I just feel like, well, let's ask Rob. Let's see if he can. What's he think about this pattern?
Spares on this pattern.
I was going to say single pins, and then I remembered who was in the chat. So.
Listen, he's going to come by here tomorrow. That's got a hook. Oh, that's did hook. There's the early hook you were talking about. Right? It just churned. It just churned. It looked like it wasn't going to hook, and then whew, it churned early. Cover it. Wow.
Man,
okay,
that was a
cover.
good pickup.
Yeah. 44 feet, 35 mils, and your thing's still in play. LOL.
Well, the surface is so bad. I mean, the surface was around when I was a glimmer in my father's eye. Okay, I'm going to tell you that much. It's old. It's an old Brunswick surface. So that was made in the late 80s. So there you go. I mean, and then you take all the years of bowling, put it on it.
Cain might, but Cain looks pretty good right now.
Yeah.
He's getting in.
Candy Cane's feeling it. When Candy Cane can throw it hard and still strike, you better watch out. I watched Candy Cane at the Ozarks shoot 1564 in the combo.
Yikes.
Whoa.
Okay? This guy just murdered them.
Look who else has moved out there.
Yeah. Old Wolfie's out there. He's on the prowl.
It's on the prowl. Full moon tonight.
Yep, he's howling.
Wolfie is on the prowl.
Yep.
I like that.
There
one.
was a super moon this week.
Yeah.
That's a mittful right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
That's a big shot for Matt Jones.
Yeah,
Get
big
back
triple.
in there.
Get back.
Yep.
Get back on the other side of it.
Yep.
So.
Yeah,
Listen,
because they
he's-
got 261 and 278 off the sheet. That's 539. They're only like 20 pins behind Cain and Wolfie. I'll tell you what, though, that ball reaction looks real good.
That's pretty good right there.
That looks.
Might have found something for the regular team tournament. I might have to eat my words and say, "Oh boy, the lefties are found their way."
Well, he's putting the Andrew's putting the bat light out for us.
Oh my God!
Grab your thane, boys, and go up too.
Well, again, it goes up to what we saw in the Purple Hammer over here.
Right.
Now.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we saw.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Well, soft 10 for Kyle.
Excuse me. Soft 10 for Kyle should be a routine, Spare. He's going to have to lean on Mr. Jones to keep on striking, to keep him in this thing. Drew's got to lean on Wolfie.
It's a big one right here.
Yeah,
this keeps
big
him.
one
This
for
keeps him in the ball game.
Yeah, because otherwise Wolfie's still pacing 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High 9 pen. It's a big swing in this game, actually. You know, the winner of this game. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh, it almost came forward.
Yep, it almost did.
What,
would've been
what's Mr. Piershad saying here?
On Wednesday night at the dinner, Robert Smith told him that lane surface had nothing to do with urethane.
I wasn't at that conversation, so I can't comment on that.
No, but if that was how it's said, I guess I'd highly disagree. But that's just my. I mean, hard to argue with a guy who's won the U.S. Open, but I would say the reason why urethane is so much more prevalent is because the lane surface hooks so much more. I think if you would have, the reason why urethane was not prevalent at all, say in 1998, when a lot of the synthetic surfaces were very new, is simply because the balls won't hook.
Well, you got to remember this too, also, right? Think about when urethane was great. What surfaces did we bowl on?
Wood. Wood and Guardian.
Wood. Yep.
A lot of
Short
friction.
oil.
Yep.
Short oil.
Short oil. A lot of friction.
Yep.
Yep. And now what do you have? Now you have a lot of friction, but with a lot of oil.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it keeps it honest, actually,
Keeps them honest. Absolutely.
because they still got 260 on the bottom, so they're pacing each other. So this game is closer than you think.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
It's only 12 pins.
Yep.
You know, because you got 245 to 240 up top, you got 267 to 279 on the bottom.
No.
So you got 12. It's only 17 pins this match. So it's closer than you think. That's trouble. That's not trouble.
That was almost a howl.
That was a bet. Wolfie howl.
Old
That was-
Wolfie's howling at that moon.
That was almost a howl.
Yeah, he's howling at
Full
him.
moon 2 nights ago.
Yep. Super moon.
That's got to go. It did.
It
Yep.
did.
Old Matt.
Good
real
answer
Matt
there.
Jones.
Good answer for Matt Jones.
Yeah, old real Matt Jones.
6 out of 8.
Or Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones and me.
Yeah, Mr. Jones and me. I like that.
That's a good song by Counting Crows.
Counting Crows.
That's a good song.
It is. Oh,
Oh
Late
man.
7 comes late.
yeah.
This is the big one right here. This keeps it a 17-pin game going into the 9th and 10th.
The money frames.
Money frames.
We are entering the money frames.
We are approaching the McNeil money frames.
Oh, get through it. It did.
Got a golf clap in the back. We had one guy clap. That was all right.
Yep.
We had a golf clap.
Yep, got a little golf clap.
I would have roared like a lion if that was me.
Yep. Big shot for Matt Jones here. Got to hit this lane. Got to tee it up. Got to tee it up. Put some pressure on him.
Oh,
Flat
man.
10.
Well, that was the big one because that would have cut it to 7.
Yep.
So it's still 17 if Brett doesn't strike. If Wolfie strikes here, we could see a howl.
Yep.
Oh boy. Got it.
That was a chest howl.
Yep.
Rubbing the chest hair from
Rubbing
the
the
Wolfie.
chest hair.
Yeah.
Plenty of ball left still.
See what Candy Cane does here.
No strike.
I think
strike here, and Kyle strikes, and
Yep.
it's a ball game.
It's a ball game. Yeah. I think Drew's just got to make sure his hand stays behind the ball. I think when he gets around the ball, that's when it gets a little. Might get behind the head pin and wrap that dime or wrap that 7 pin, I should say.
That was right. Oh, that was good. That's a good 9. That's a lot of 9.
That was a lot of 9. That could have 6-8'd pretty easy.
Yeah. So now they would go up 8, and it's still a ball game. Still, especially if this one strikes.
I would have let Drew go first and shoot that 8 pin.
Slower and in.
That's
Didn't
a
hook.
brutal spare to shoot. That is such a brutal spare to shoot. Very easy to chop.
Looks like he went left and missed the board right. Yeah, it looks like it's a lot of space there between those two spares.
Oh, yeah. It looks like you could park a semi-trailer between the two of them from this distance. Yep.
There's
There it
the
is.
chop.
Yep. That'll be game over.
Game over. And
Yep.
it'll be the right-handers 2-1.
Yep.
Barring any kind of unforeseen catastrophic failure in the 10th frame
Oh,
here.
it's stay in the building, I think.
Well, open, and now it's done.
Now, that will be it.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
That'll be all she wrote. And the Wolf. Oh, the bucket almost left the bucket.
Kevin's with you, Tim. Should have tripled up.
I just said, listen, if you believe in yourself, you step up and you put extra money up. That's what I'm saying. So if you think, if you got, well, can't say it what I really want to say, but if you got steel, you step up and you got steel. You
Got the
put it out
brass.
on the
Got the brass.
You put it out there. So they could have walked away winners.
Yep.
But
220,
220,
240.
470. Potential 470.
Pretty darn good.
But since Brooklyn Rob is watching, they did not get swept.
No,
Nope.
they didn't. Matty bowled awful good.
Yeah, he did.
He bowled
Yeah.
awful good.
I'll
Bowled
tell you what.
660. That's
Yep.
pretty good.
660s. Very
Yeah, and
good
listen,
bowling on this.
Kyle's going to bowl great too. He chopped the spare, and he's going to shoot 230. He's going to shoot 650. So
Yep.
shoot 110 over. That's pretty good. So
Yeah, between the two of them, absolutely.
yeah.
Yep.
If you are enjoying the coverage of the Agent Ong Open, there will be
More coverage
More
tomorrow.
coverage tomorrow and Sunday.
Yep. Oodles. We have oodles of coverage for you.
8, 1, and 6 p.m. and
Desperado.
a bonus Desperado Squad. 2 games.
Desperado.
2 games to get in.
Why don't you come to your senses?
Karaoke Friday night.
With Tim Mack.
Yeah, he's got to be disappointed, obviously.
Yeah.
But hey, that's why you play the game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Told you should have tripled up, Brent. You didn't believe me. You guys didn't step up.
Oh.
Them's fighting words.
All you had to do was say, you know what? Triple or nothing.
So
You had great ball reaction. Good bowling. good bowling.
Ball's allergic to the head pin.
It had the bubonic plague. Well, that was fun. It was another day at the office, and looking forward to more coverage tomorrow, guys.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. The winners of the evening were Jones and Cain, and we'll be back at it tomorrow in the AM. So everybody have a good evening.
Thanks for watching. This has been the 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team, live from Bolero Kyrene in Chandler, Arizona. The preceding was a presentation of Storm Bowling, of Rotogrip, and 900 Global. Again, thanks for watching the 2024 Agent Ong Open, presented by the Agent Ong team.